so excited to share this with you guys because I literally am like the least creative person in the entire world, and I'm pretty excited about this because I actually made a thing. Okay, so I have a 50-gallon tank, and normally I like to feed them, dry food, but every now and then I will feed them frozen food because it's closer to its more natural state, and obviously that's better for them. It's better protein, nutrients, everything, whatever. So this is my 50-gallon tank. This is gonna suck because I have a phone. I don't have a camera yet, but this is my little 50-gallon tank. And you can see I don't have like a whole lot of little guys in there yet. I'm in the process right now. I just moved into this house actually a year ago, but I'm in the process of getting stuff done and built specifically for this tank so that I can display it in my living room. I'll probably share that with you guys later. So what I made is like a little floating device that will allow me to release their food, frozen food, slower, instead of throwing a cube in there and letting it fall down to the bottom of the tank and then my middle swimmers not getting anything, or unless they know where it fell, because that's the only reason why they would see it. But basically that's where I'm running into an issue. And also I'd like for them to be able to find it instead of me dropping it in there. It's kind of annoying, especially if I'm feeding them brine shrimp, which are tiny. So I just needed a way to feed them without having to throw it all in at one time and let it kind of distribute on its own. So anyways, this is where this comes in. I made this little floating device, and the way I made it was I grabbed one of these sliders, and these are just the slider things that you find in any hardware store that you use to put under the couch legs so that you can move your furniture and not scrape any on your floors or whatever. So I used that, and these just happen to be foam that I actually found in here because I've saved them from when I got this house. But anyways, I found these. So as long as they're foam, of course it'll float. And I cut out a hole big enough for the shot glass. The shot glass, I made holes from the inside out so that the food will flow outward and not have any jagged things poking inward, and then holding the food back. So this is what the holes I made look like. I don't know if it'll focus. Anyways, you can tell I made 4 holes at the bottom. They're kind of medium size, and then there's I hate this. And then there's this one on the sides, and I'm hoping that the ones on the sides will help water flow so that it'll kind of irritate the food inside and actually help it flow out of the cup. So anyways, so I poked it through. Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry. So I poked it through like this. You see, as long as all the holes are showing, I'm good. Then what I did, because when I first did this, the cup would flow to the back of the tank, and so it would kind of get hidden. It wasn't in light and the fish wouldn't find it. This is kind of ghetto, but I used a plastic fork. I'm gonna try something different later because obviously I'm not gonna keep a fork like this in my tank. But basically what it's gonna do is it's gonna keep it closer to the front because it's gonna stop on the lid of where I can kind of put my hand and feed them. So give me a second. So I put it in there now, and as you can see, the fork basically stops it from going to the side. See, it won't go nowhere. It will just kind of stay in this little general area. And it's got the food in there. And as you can tell, the food's coming out of every hole. But see, look how slow it's releasing it. And I honestly think this is like the most genius thing I've ever invented in my entire life. I love this. Everybody's eating. Everybody's happy. I love it. I love it. It's slow releasing. It's cheap. This probably maybe cost maybe $5. I know the foam things probably aren't in, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure you can find some cheap ones. These are just ones I had laying around. But as long as anything foam at all like that, you can find cheap. You could make a hole in it and let it float. But I love this idea. The food's poking out of it. They can, if you know, once they figure out what it is, they'll be able to take the food out. And I'm just in love. I'm in love with this right now. But I don't know if this gives anybody an idea of how to release the food to their fish, but I'm excited. I'm very excited, and this is so gay. I know. I'm recording with my phone. You can see me doing it. You know what? I don't have any way else to do it, so here you go. But I hope you like the idea, because I'm pretty psyched about it. I'm so excited about it. I'm very excited about this. Like, you have no idea. But hopefully this gives you an idea of how to slowly release your frozen food instead of... I did see some on Amazon. They were like $20, and it was so simple. Like, the idea is so simple. But later I might try to figure out how to maybe, like, I like the floating idea, but maybe keep it more in one general area. Oh look, they're feeding off of it. Ah, crap. I think I scared them. I don't know. They're getting curiouser and curiouser. But look how awesome it is. Look, guys, it's releasing the food so slowly. Look. Oh, did you see that? Did you see it? Oh my gosh. Honestly, best day ever. That is like so rewarding because they're over there eating out of it, and I did that. I made that, and it's a genius idea. Patent pending. Don't steal my junk, dog. That's my idea. I put it out there first. Bye-bye. Have a good night.